What's up, guys? LVL here, bringing you my thoughts on gaming news today. First up, I have not gotten a chance to try the collectors in Mass Effect 3. I've been dying to do so, but I just haven't had the time because I've been playing other games at the moment. But I'm really wanting to get into it really badly, so next vid, I'm positive I'll let you know what I think about it real soon, okay? But first up, I just beat RE6 the other night. All four campaigns, Leon, Chris, Jake, and Ada's. I mean, I really guess it's not fair to say because, each person has a co-op character, and it's really more of their story, but whatever. Point is, I've beat the game, and out of all the reviews it's been getting, the game is not too bad. I mean, yeah, it has its drawbacks and low points, but I thought the game was overall good. I mean, it did some stuff right with the monsters and all that stuff, and I thought it was a solid game. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna keep playing it with some buddies of mine who haven't finished it. Help them complete some chapters. Some nitpicks I have though, or just the one nitpick I have though, is the option to have unlimited ammo right off the bat. When you create a game session or when you start the game, it automatically gives you the option to have unlimited ammo. And I'm like, why would you do that? You're literally taking a big chunk of the game away from from the Resident Evil aesthetic. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You're like taking that and just throwing it right out the door by giving you people unlimited ammo right out. I mean, if it was unlockable, I'd understand that. I would think that's better, but to have it be able to to be able to turn it on right off the bat, right when you start up the game, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of a cop out. Seriously, for anyone who has done it first playthrough. I'm a purist. I put it in a game on normal, and I don't do anything special until at least my second playthrough. So I just thought it was kind of weird that they would have it unlocked and available off the bat. I mean, kind of unnecessary. I mean, it's a big chunk of the game is like management and trying to survive and all that stuff. When you give people unlimited ammo, you lose that. So I don't know, that really got to me. And one thing, this is not a complaint, it's just an observation, but the last few Resident Evil games have been giving their enemies some weird ass names. Names that I can't even pronounce. I mean, the ones I can say that I even remember are just the regular zombies, the giant zombie, the fat zombie that's called a Whopper, the Javo, and that's about it. That's like only three I could say, or that I can say off the top of my head. These enemies have weird ass names, especially little minor spoiler, but especially the enemy that can like split in half and like half the body, like the can walk separately from the body. It has a weird ass name that I have no idea how to say. And it's just, well, how do these people come up with these names? It's just, do they look them up? Are they like tribal? Are they? If anybody out there knows, I want to know this because I just find it really awesome slash weird how they come up with these names. Seriously. And I don't know. It was just something that it doesn't bug me or nothing. I have no problem with it. But I just gets me curious. How do they come up with these names? I mean, I have problems naming my characters when I create a character in like Mass Effect or any other MMO or RPG. I have trouble naming them. I usually keep the default name. So how do they come up with these weird names for enemies? That's something I've always wondered. But again, I don't know. But also, Walking Dead Around Every Corner came out last night, and I played the hell out of it. I beat it completely, and I really think it was a solid entry. It was really good. A lot of arcs came to a head, and the little ending. The I gotta say though, the last I want to say 5 minutes of the game. Oh my god, how should I say this? Out of the 5 minutes, the first 3 minutes of it, I kind of didn't feel that big of an impact. I guess it was supposed to give a big impact about it, but it wasn't really that powerful for me because it's just what like again I don't want to spoil anything. So basically, what happens is what happens in the game. I kind of saw coming from the very beginning. I knew they were gonna do what happened for a while now. I just wasn't sure if it was. I just figured they would leave it for the last episode, episode 5. No time left. I always figured they'd leave it for then, but it was kind of interesting to see it now in 4. But again, at the same time, it wasn't that big of a surprise, especially the way it was set up. I kind of saw it coming right from the get-go. It didn't blow me away. What really tugged at me was the last like 2 minutes with Lee and Clementine and all that. That really got me. That I was like, oh shit! And I really want the fifth episode now. It looks super good, and I can't wait for it. Oh, it's gonna be good. I can't wait. And lastly, the last thing I want to talk about really is just an interview on Game Informer with Ted Price, the CEO of Insomniac Games, and he's talking about Fuse, which was known before as Overstrike. And basically, the interview is him talking about the change in aesthetic and the fan reaction and like the reason why they changed it up. And I gotta say, the points that he makes, they really sound off. They don't really come out good to me. And like when he tries to sell the game, like the little bullet points he tries to say about the game, they sound like every other 4-player co-op game out there, like SOCOM or like that. It sounds exactly the same. Oh, we want to make sure that you're not locked in the character, and each character feels different with their unique weapons and skill points and all that. It sounds like exactly the same. It's the same spiel. The only thing that really grabbed me was the look of Overstrike. I mean, that look, it looked like a violent Pixar movie, which was awesome to me. But now it just looks like a regular third-person shooter, or I don't know, first-person shooter. I'm not sure if it's third or first. But I don't know, it just doesn't grab me anymore. And he says that one of the reasons they changed it was because of the campiness, and they saw that they were doing violent things to the bad guys, and they wanted to. I don't know, it was weird. It's like, what does the look have to do with doing violent things to enemies? You can still be violent, like I said, it looks like a Pixar movie, but with violence. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Why couldn't they roll with that? Just because they wanted to do violent things, they had to change the aesthetic? That makes kind of no sense. And at the same time, it's like, again, even graphically, because they put the 2 trailers, Overstrike and Fuse, they kind of show clips of each one during the interview. And the Overstrike trailer, again, it's CG, and this, it still gave you a kind of look at how the cartoony feel of the game would look. And it looked awesome. And now the new trailer for Fuse, it looks really, really, really bland. It really does not grab me. It doesn't, nothing in there seems original to me. Honestly, it honestly doesn't. I mean, they're talking about the weapons, and Insomniac is known for their crazy weapons. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying the game won't be good. I'm just saying it looks like the look of it. It looks like any other 4-player co-op. It looks like any other third-person shooter. It just, graphically, it doesn't look good to me. It just doesn't. It looks kind of lame, kind of boring. And, I don't know. It just really bummed me out when they changed it, and I thought maybe they'd keep it, in some way, but it really doesn't look like they did. And he said they're going to try to keep that they're keeping the humor, just making it more dry and satire. And that bums me out even more, that they're going to try to push this humor angle, even with the change in tone. It makes it look like now they're just trying too hard. I don't know, it just does not look good to me, and I feel really bad, because I was really, really excited for Overstrike. You have no idea. Like, the look of it is what sold me on that game. And when they changed it, and they, and like I said, the bullet points he makes, it sounds like the same spiel every other 4-player co-op developer tries to sell you on. Nothing really hit me. Again, this is just my opinion. It doesn't mean the game won't be amazing. I'm not saying there won't be a AAA title or a AAA hit, but honestly, it does not appeal to me at all. I'm really, really sad to see. I'm going to post the interview, a link for the interview down below. Check it out, but honestly, Fuse, I'm sorry to say, but you're officially off my list of games I'm going to buy. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe down the line you'll change my mind, but as of now, I'm not sold. I'm sorry. You had me at Overstrike, but the minute you turned to Fuse, I'm sorry. But again, these are just my thoughts. You guys take care. Remember, I'm just a gamer, alright? Peace.